How's it going, guys? My name is Graeme, and welcome back to Don't Escape 4 Days in a Wasteland. This is the second night. We successfully made it through the first one with like 100% completion, so that was cool. One quick thing that I just learned about the game is that when you do repeated playthroughs, you're going to get slightly different scenarios, so it'll be that same layout that we saw in part 1, but you could get a cool alternate version where there's like spider webs everywhere and like big giant spiders are chasing you and stuff. So this game actually has a lot more replay value than most point-and-click adventure games. I thought that was really cool, something that's like completely, totally unique to this game, and I guess you would learn that probably during this opening sequence, like a giant spider would jump out through the window or something instead of locusts. Here, I'm just getting a big-ass blast of snow, so I guess all of a sudden I'm going to have to deal with freezing to death, which is dramatically different from having to deal with locusts. I don't exactly know how that comes about, but what was that? The attic? November 22nd, 1996. Oh, did we take a big jump ahead in time? I don't remember. No, it must just be the next day. It's 4 days. It's not 4 days across 1 year or anything. I survived the night only to have another weird dream. It was freezing cold. Frigid air was causing my lungs to turn into ice cubes. If this is another prophecy, I have to find a way to warm up my hideout. If that wasn't enough, I think something just crashed into the roof. I have to find a way to warm up my hideout. Funny that he would take the time to write about that rather than just instantly, starting worrying about the fact that things crashed into the roof of his home there. This is a very peculiar apocalypse in that you have different concerns on a daily basis, that you're not just continually worried about one thing like the locusts the entire time. Ooh, the moon looks a lot more detailed, a lot more craggly this time around. We're getting kind of a more zoomed in view of it. I don't know if it's getting closer or if it's just because I'm guessing it's just the angle of us being up high. Oh, they said the chimney was blocked before, so maybe we'll get to see what that's about. I just assumed it was that the chute, or whatever you would call it, is the vent was closed. It seems the chimney's clogged by something inside. I can't reach it, so probably we're going to have to reach it at some point. It has crashed into the house. It has crashed into the house, thine helicopter, making a big hole in the attic. Yeah, you don't seem very concerned about it. I would maybe want to see, the pilot situation. See if there's... Yeah, exactly. Just like this. Hold it right there. Whoa. Easy. Nice landing. Considering the fact it was flying on fumes and half the controls were broken, I'd say I did a good job. Well then, glad you're okay. Sorry for your helicopter. Wasn't really mine. Sorry for crashing it into your house. It's not really mine. Hey, you think you could lower that gun now? I mean you no harm. You look harmless, alright. Thanks. My name is David. Catherine. Or just Kate. Do you think you could help me with something, David? How could I say no to a pretty lady with a loaded gun in her hand? I'm trying to get somewhere. An outpost. We're also just assuming it's loaded. That would be like the most common bluff. It'd be the oldest trick in the book in a wasteland situation. What kind of outpost? The one that could help me leave this place. Leave this world. Are you sure you didn't hit your head during that crash? They have a spaceship. Okay. I wonder, because there was that painting of the cabin downstairs from the first game, I wonder if there's like a space program in this one and that these games actually have like a connected through line. It would be kind of weird, because that would imply werewolves and zombies exist in this world or have existed, so probably not. I still have this gun, you know. Wait, you're serious about the spaceship? Dead serious. Sidereal Plexus, the corporation. They owned a whole fleet of ships. When things went nasty, they used those ships to evacuate their top researchers and some of the richest people off the planet. They were also the ones who were supposedly going to be drilling for helium on the moon. I know for a fact there's still one ship left on Earth, and I plan on using it to escape. You can come with me if you want. Wait a minute, that's an awful lot to process. You're telling me there's a way out of here? Said the Joker to the thief. Huh? Listen, I can take you there, and you'll see for yourself. Oh shit, I actually get to decide? Oh, I just have a list of options here. Tell me a bit more about yourself. Just a girl trying to survive? Okay, but what's with the spaceship, the outpost, and all that stuff? You seem to know a lot. Listen, I'm a person that's going to escape this hole before it goes to hell. And becomes, the typical old hellhole. Have you taken a look around, though? It's pretty messed up already. I'd say we're most of the way there. Kind of like 5 minutes to midnight. With or without you. Do you want to talk about the moon? You seem to know a lot. Do you think the moon is going to destroy the Earth? I don't think it. I know it. The moon's orbit has been unstable since the incident. I've noticed lately that it's been getting bigger every day. Okay, so that is the case. It wasn't just about climbing up on the roof. Yes, it's going to fall down and wipe everything out. It's going to turn the whole planet into a ball of molten lava. Nothing can survive, no matter how deep and tough of a shelter you have. Do you know when? In 3 or 4 days. Probably 3 days. We already used up one of our 4. What? I thought it's more like years away. I'm sorry, but that's the main reason we have to get to that spaceship. Well, F me sideways. Ask about the spaceship. We need to know more about that. It's 1996 here. This isn't, there was no Elon Musks around building their own private ships, So what kind of spaceship is this? Like a giant ark that can travel between stars? Like in the movies? No, nothing like that. It's a small ship, capable of getting to Earth's orbit. But that should be enough. What happens next, once we reach orbit? There's a space station. You're not making it all up as you go, are you? I'm telling you, there is a space station where everything went. That's our destination. But don't worry about that for now. First, we have to survive for long enough to actually get there. The outpost itself, like how far are we talking? Any specifics? Can the spaceship house like 4 people and like 80 live there? Like what's that shit show gonna be like? It's a small research facility with a spaceship launch platform. Okay, where is it? I don't know. What do you mean? You said you can take me there. Yeah, but it's not that easy. Why, pray tell? All the helicopter's navigation systems got smashed to bits when I crashed, and this outpost doesn't exactly have a bright neon arrow pointing to it. The fact that it remains a hard-to-locate place is our only chance of finding a ship still there. So what do we do then? We have to find it. At some point. Let's try to stay alive until we do. I do have a map. Odds are the outpost isn't on it, but maybe that could be helpful. Maybe looking at it would give you a clue where it could be. No, sorry. However, what? While flying over this area, I saw some places that looked interesting. Here, let me mark them for you. Okay, so let's see. There was a restaurant off to the west. That doesn't sound that interesting. I imagine in the Wasteland, a burger joint wouldn't have a lot to offer. There was also this house right here. I think someone still lives there. It's a little more intriguing. Maybe this information will turn out to be somewhat useful. That was it? I thought you were going to have like 4 different things to show us. We'll tell her about the car before we go on our crazy, weird, prophetic dreams. There's a pickup truck in the barn. You trying to impress me or something? Well, we could use it to get to that outpost of yours. I guess we could. Presuming it still has enough fuel. I didn't fuel it up again. I would hope and think that the 80 or 70% or whatever we have would be enough. I know this might sound weird, but I had a bad dream yesterday, and it came true. A swarm of deadly locusts had moved through this area, eating everything in its path. Well, the dream almost came true because I died in that dream. In reality, I took it as a warning and prepared myself for the threat. Usually, I wouldn't pay too much attention to dreams unless you have a history of, like, them coming true. A dream, you say? Yeah, I know, but I'm not making this up. That really was some sort of prophetic dream. It saved me because I knew what to expect. I don't even believe in stuff like that. I'm not a crazy person. I do believe in dreams. Maybe I don't want to align myself with you. You do? Yes. Does it make me a crazy person? I don't know. But I think sometimes dreams can guide us or help us find a solution that we otherwise can't find. Well, in that case, you're going to want to hear this shit. So tonight I had another dream. I was still here in this house, and all of a sudden it got very cold. Freezing cold. I think this might happen tonight. I must sound like a lunatic, I know, but trust me, I know I'm right. We're going to find out ourselves if you're right. I think it's time we maybe get a move on. We're probably on the clock here. Let's go then. We should prepare for your prophecy. And what about that outpost? It's out there. We'll keep a lookout for it. Don't believe within driving distance. You can cover a hell of a lot more ground in your helicopter than we can probably do in a pickup. 12 hours left, same as how we started things off yesterday. Kate? Yeah? About today. Maybe you have suggestions about how you want to spend the time. Isn't it chilly? Your dream seems to be fulfilling itself. If that's the case, there's going to be a surge of extreme cold right after it gets dark. What could have caused it? Well, Earth's climate is a chaotic mess. This sort of thing happens more and more frequently now. It's probably a temporary event. Temperatures should be back to normal tomorrow. I hope we get to see that happen. Of course we will. As I said, David, I have plans. Places to visit and a spaceship to grab. A little snowstorm ain't gonna stop me. About this place. So, what do you think of our hideout? It's decent. High ground advantage, solid walls, not too many windows. It has a large helicopter-shaped hole in the roof, though. Yeah, I don't think any insulation is going to deal with that. Your skillful observations amaze me. You can just tell what a wonderful working relationship this is going to be, right? That I'm going to be just an asset to this survival. This machine is totally wrecked. There's nothing I can do about it. Nothing you can pry loose from there. That's kind of like your main deal, dude, is just grabbing shit out of there. Extension cord. So maybe I'm not actually leaving the hideout. I just have to secure it in some way, which for the time being. Okay, I was going to say I'll close the hatch, but I guess I probably at some point I'm going to need something to reach down to the chimney, so I'll have to go back up there. Maybe I'm not leaving. I might be hunkering down this same house again. I met the helicopter pilot. Her name is Kate. She says she knows... Impressive that he wrote this in less than a minute. She knows of an outpost with a spaceship that could be used to leave the planet. I have no idea what her plan is, and she isn't very talkative about it. I have to find a way to warm up my hideout. Getting the generator working would be the number one thing. That's nice and easy. Oh, it's destroyed? So the Locusts, tore it apart in their efforts to get through it, but it did stop them. I could remove the nails, but I need a tool for that. Well, we definitely have a tool. Can the two of us work together on it now that there are two of us? Kate's help minus 2 minutes. It doesn't remove a ton of time, which makes sense because it's not really a two-person job at all. I wonder if I should check on, per room, if she's going to have different things to say as we move around the house. Not really, so I won't worry about it. I won't get too bogged down with any of that sort of stuff. Crowbar is probably going to be useful, like most places I go. I'm going to want to keep the weapons and all that sort of stuff with me. I think the Locust stuff is past. I guess we can go take a look at what is going on out here. See, we're starting to get some blowing snow and things like that. If we wanted to pull this apart one more time, is this something that a second a pair would help with? There's no nails left, just a stack of rotten planks. Okay, so I have technically fully disassembled that at this point. This is out of fuel, as I kind of assumed it would be. So I'll be sure to go and refuel that at the very least. Oh shit, we're still not going to be able to cross the bridge. So that is very annoying. We can't drive to there, can we? It told me precisely it can't be reached by car. Yeah, travel to the bridge instead. That's weird that it would estimate what the time and fuel cost would be, even though I can't actually do it. Do you want to come see my cool, fun gas station? We'll stop and grab a bite after. You're going to be so just thrilled about seeing how fun and cool my neck of the woods is. What a fun first date. Oh yeah, I have my permanent +5, which is so awesome. And I'm going to make so much use of that. That sounds like such a dumb sentence, but yes, that is my plan, roughly. It's to just carry as many things. Just show off to Kate how strong we are. Show off those guns. 10-minute walk to the restaurant. We're going to eat up a lot of time just hoofing it between these different locations, it seems like. Nothing you don't want to comment on all the fun signage and everything like that? Leaflets. Maybe something talking a little bit about the incident. Sidereal Plexus Sleeper Clinic, which is the same, Skynet company that keeps coming up. Do you have a relative that has fallen into coma? Do you feel lost, confused, overwhelmed? Come to us. We will help. The clinic is our latest attempt to reach out to people in need. We provide professional 24/7 care. Our specialized personnel are looking after our patients day and night. Bring your relative, register them at our clinic, and we will handle the rest. We don't want your money. We want you to be happy. Well, if you're not taking money, then you're taking something else, and that's sketchy. It's a safe haven for your sleeping family member. We have also recorded the highest wake-up rate of all similar clinics during recent months. Did they breed superhuman, or did they implant prophecies in people's brains or something? Don't hesitate. Don't wait. We will look after your loved one during their long and calm deep sleep. Kate, could this have something to do with the outpost you're looking for? Because it says sidereal plexus. Oh, crap. Yeah, now that I think about it, this blatantly evil company are the ones whose outpost we're trying to get to. I'm thinking it's not the best idea. Just because it says that doesn't mean anything. It has more branches than you can imagine. I had no idea they were running a facility like that, for instance. But it's only more disturbing when I think about it. Why? Forget it. It doesn't matter. Let's keep going. Do you have a family member who's in a coma that you don't know what happened to them? Something weird like that? A boy? Go away! I saw this place first. He's putting up the dukes. I'm warning you, I know how to fight. Calm down. We're not here to hurt you. Yeah, this man over here is pretty harmless. Alright, okay, whatever. I'm not afraid of you. My name is David. This is Kate. What's your name? Cody? Now go away or else. Cody's for sure gonna die in this game at some point, right? Maybe that's within my control. It's not a guarantee. Go away or what? I'll beat you up. Oh no. Yeah, so stay away. Please. Your parents? Nowhere. I'm on my own. I'm so sorry. Don't be. I've always been on my own. I know how to take care of myself. What's behind that door there, Cody? You seem to be really persistent with opening it. What's behind it? What do you think, stupid? It's a restaurant. Duh. Duh. Do you think there might be some food there? Oh, for sure. It's like frozen hamburger buns in a freezer that doesn't work anymore. It's going to be disgusting, dude. Come with us. Let's team up. The weather's going to get really dangerous at night. You've better chances with us. Do you have any food? Maybe. Then maybe I'll team up with you. If not, I have better chances on my own. It's not as many ways to split the food. That's for sure. Now grab a knife and stab him. We'll take the food all for ourselves. It'll be the perfect crime. There's not a lot that can be done right now, is there? Passage to the restroom. Step aside, kid. I'm crowbarring this door. No, not willing to do that. Alright, step aside, door. I'm crowbarring this kid. I'm not going to threaten a kid. Maybe I can find a way around him. How about through him? Alright, fine. We'll go to the restroom. Stop! Don't come any closer. Go away. Come on, buddy. We're going over here. We're not actually. Can I inch my way past him? No, it's totally gonna stop me from doing it. All right, we gotta go around. Snotty kid, Kate. This way, Kate. Teamwork, please. A rope clamp release mechanism. Are you gonna hoist yourself up like a flag? The part is missing. I need something with a round profile that could act as a lever. I doubt that a screwdriver will work, but it's partially rounded. I'd kill for a coffee right now. Yeah, screwdriver was a stupid idea. You're right. Just ignore my attempts or come help me. It's too heavy. Do you know what would help with that? A second person. It won't help me pulling the container. I'm still not able to do it on my own. Then you come do it, goddammit. Teamwork. Help pushing the container. First things first, I need to check on the door here. It's locked. I figured I could probably squeeze through it. Oh, I see. We're not blocking the door. We're getting access to the window. Could you help me push that trash container? David, Do you have any idea how stupid your ideas are? See that window over the door? I could squeeze through it, but I have to be able to reach it first. Is that not like the first idea I've pitched too? She's awful judgmental of my ideas. Her idea is go blindly in search of an outpost. Great idea, Kate. You should have started with that. I'll help you for the sheer fun of watching you try to squeeze through that window. Till you get stuck in it, and then you have to yank me out of it. That'll show you. See? Sure, now see if you can climb it without breaking your leg. Sure thing, but I was going to rummage through some trash first, just for fun. It doesn't seem to be a real option. I keep feeling like I'm going to run into crazy insects or something like that by coming in through into random dark rooms. An empty gas heater with 10 kilograms. It weighs a ton. It's a gas heater, so I'm going to need to use the fuel on that. So I'm going to have to go fuel up probably a couple times throughout this. A can of meat. Hey, suck it, Cody. Food situation's not a maybe anymore. We're going to clean house on this place. So you're going to come here by yourself, and it'll be too damn late because you were too stubborn to be helped. Pry that shit open. And a knife. That was my original plan all along. A rather blunt kitchen knife. Well, a label claims it contains delicious canned meat expiring in 2 weeks. Luckily, we won't be around to see this. If you want to open the can with a knife, it's not the best tool for the job. It'll take you 20 minutes. Man, you're not a very good stabber. It'll take 30 minutes with a screwdriver. Okay, now I'm curious. Okay, that's a little extreme. Crowbars open a lot of things, but not this time. What if you just hammer the shit out of it? That's gonna crush it, not open it. Alright, we know what to do. He just straight up won't, will he? Well, having the gas heater is gonna be huge for home. The glass seems to be hardened. Do you know what's good for that? Crowbars. Do you want to break open the fridge with a crowbar? It's faster than breaking the shatterproof glass. I was just going to shoot it open, but maybe we damage whatever's inside. We'd waste bullets. It would be loud, whatever. There's like a ton of different ways that's probably a bad idea. Several bottles of water. A small bottle of drinking water. And why is this one different? That's just a different brand. It's not sparkling or anything like that. I may have cleared this space out. So now, here already, super glad to have that extra weight capability. That's awesome. Oh, the freezer too. I hadn't actually checked inside of there. No food here. Only some weird tile-shaped objects. I wonder what those are. Did you take some? Oh, several. A heat absorber tile. I don't think we're going to want to make anything colder. So I don't really know what we're going to do with it. What exactly is that thing anyway? Looks like a thick ceramic tile. There's something on the back. From our spaceships to your kitchen, side reel plexus brings you heat absorber tile. The side reel plexus really gets around, don't they? Exciting new technology allows this tile to absorb huge amounts of heat, cooling the temperature around it. Warm beer? Broken refrigerator? Never again. Just apply pressure to the tile by hitting it with something blunt like a hammer to activate it. The tile will start absorbing heat for up to 16 hours. Effects may vary depending on the room temperature. So if I want to make a specific room colder, it can't absorb heat and then transfer the heat somewhere else. It's strictly made for cooling an area. Nothing left in there. Well, we can probably just jack open the door and let Cody know that we've taken care of all this. Hi. How did you get there? Suck it. I'm a chef. I'm a wizard. I'm the owner of the restaurant. That's what that is. I use the back door. I'm David's twin. He's probably not going to believe wizard. Some of these other ones are kind of funnier. I'll say I'm his twin. What are you talking about? We've never met before. No, I talked with you. Oh, you must be mistaking me for my twin brother David. Haha, sure. You are joking, right? Did you find any food in there? He's not going to come with us unless we give him food, hey? Well, I don't really know if there wasn't a can opener or anything in here. Kate, can you open it? What if I just give it to the kid as is? Here, take this. What is that? Food! But, how do I open this? So that's how you've been taking care of yourself. Hand it back, I'll open it for you somehow. I'm hungry. Alright, well, let's see if there's something better in the restroom. I don't want to waste like half an hour. Shit, swarm of locusts! Oh, no, 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 no. Are those the same bugs that have been scattering around your hideout? Nasty creatures. They almost ate me yesterday. Well, too bad they're blocking our way now. Do you think we can do something to get rid of them? Yeah, we can bring in the sonic device or whatever. Honestly, this looks almost like a hive. I think we should come back tomorrow. The temperature will either kill them or force them to move, so let's just get back here later. Fine. I'll open this up for the kid in the hope that he can start contributing to certain tasks. Oh shit, did I accidentally do the one that takes half an hour instead of 20 minutes? Ah, crap, I'm not sure. Well, it's too late now, but whoops. Yuck. Looks and smells like dog food. Just makes me think of when Homer tries to convince Bart to eat dog food. What is that? A food! Careful, dude, you're gonna splash it all over the place. Wow, you are a good person after all. I mean, it's kind of a candy from strangers situation, dude. That doesn't immediately mean good. I wouldn't say good. Maybe a bit clumsy and soft. Come with us, Cody. You'll be safer. Come on, Kate. I didn't see you come up with the sweet plan to push the trash can and climb up into the kitchen. That was all David, and I pulled it off beautifully. We might even have more food. Awesomeness. We found a starving kid, Cody, and gave him some food. Then he followed us home. I have to find a way to warm up my hideout. Okay, well, let's ditch here for now, right? There's no point going all the way back to the hideout when there's still the potential to go down to here. Oh, 25 minutes, hey? Takes 20 minutes to get to the truck. No, it's going to make more sense to stop here first. Figure this out. Assess the situation. Hey, there's another guy again already, too. A morning man. Dude, what's wrong? Please, just leave me alone. I mean, you no harm. Yeah, he's pretty much harmless. Kate, please, you gotta stop saying that. My name is David. The boy over there is Cody. You don't look too good. Can you tell us what happened? I'm Barry, but I read Bory to begin with. I'm Bory. It's about my wife. She didn't make it. Last night she died. Why, God? Why her? It should have been me. It should have been me. She's still there in the house. I don't know what to do. Come on, David, let's go. This guy had enough. Wait, Barry. What do you want? Tell me about your wife. Tell me about your wife. She was the most kind and wonderful person I've ever known. She was my entire world, and now she's gone. I failed her. I couldn't protect her. It should have been me. You'd better not stay here. The temperature at night is going to get crazy. Come with us. We can help each other. Sorry, I see no reason to keep going. I might as well stay here and wait for death. Then I can be with my wife again. Just waiting it out sounds awful, dude. That's like the worst torture you could possibly put yourself through. Your wife would want you to live. You should keep memories about her. And you can only do that while you're alive. Why do you care so much if I live or die? You don't even know me. True. But we all have better chances to survive if we stick together. I can't. I can't leave my wife like this. We'll figure it out. That's all for now. We'll do what we can, man. Maybe we can help out. It's locked, and I don't know if I could pick or lever that lock. I need a key. Well, I'm glad you were able to scratch out some of those options for me, because otherwise I was definitely going to try them. What do you think about Cody? Poor kid. It's a miracle he survived this long. Oh, well, that's apparently all she has to say about it. Not the most talkative, sympathetic woman out there. Hey there, champ. About today. Are you fine, Cody? Yeah. I'm wondering if we could make a snowman? Well, Frozen wasn't invented for another, 20 years, so no. David, we don't have time for that. And it's gonna be really cold. Too bad. I always wanted to make one. I'm not evil, okay? If we get through it, we'll make a snowman in the morning, okay, kid? Sure. That sounds fun. How old are you, kid? I'm not a kid, okay? I'm 12. Is that so? Alright, I'm 10. So what? I know how to take care of myself. I'm sure you do. Have you noticed the moon getting bigger each night? No. Is it? Has he been sticking to a strict bedtime like a good boy? Yes. Why? Because it's coming down right at us. What? No sugarcoating, hey? But wouldn't that be bad for us? Yes, it is. David, stop scaring him. How bad? We're gonna be just fine, Cody. David, you fool. What do you think about Kate? She's nice. Just that? Simply nice? Nice and pretty. Alright, let's stop it there, kid. Don't get too ahead of yourself. Oh, you can ask about this specific place each time. Oh, maybe not. Do you like it here, Cody? This place feels nice, but it's a ruin. Yeah, but it feels like a good place. Maybe we could stay here? Not a chance. Oh, but why? Well, for one, this guy's dead wife is in there somewhere. Maybe in the next life, okay? See, now who's the one who's talking all doom and gloom, Kate? You're gonna wig the kid out. Stop! Don't go near that house. Why? Because it's mine. Leave. Okay, well, in that case, I'm going to blindfold you. Or he's deep in grief. What's the point in threatening him? I need to find something to make him want to carry on. A heating pad. I don't know. We, don't really have anything. We don't have any memorabilia or anything. Having, a kid with us doesn't even get him excited about the prospect of anything. Usually that gives people some perspective and optimism, knowing that, the world's not over and all that jazz. But nope. Not old Barry. He's phoning it in pretty hard. Feel bad for the bloke. I think generating heat in the heater is going to be the most important. Yeah, I don't know what the odds are of me being able to... I don't think I would be able to put fuel in my heater and then still have enough left to put in the generator. This is coming with me because I'm going to try and use that at the gas station. That's your home? It's so cool. It's not my home. I found it deserted. Oh, it's still cool. Can we go upstairs? I saw a helicopter sticking out of it. Calm down, Cody. Ooh, but maybe your skinny arms can reach something. Sure, let's go straight up to the attic, shall we? Oh, first you can see the helicopter. Wow. It apparently wastes no time, so why not? It's so awesome. I flew it, She flew it in here. Helicopters are cool. Helicopters are sick. Can I get inside? Not the best idea, kid. But don't touch it. Don't even come near it. Why? Because it might fall. It's going to bring the whole house down. I wouldn't want you to fall and hurt yourself. Oh, look at us being so fatherly. What do you think about the place? Yeah, it's awesome. It's huge and looks comfy and it has a helicopter on the roof. Why would someone build a house with a helicopter like that? It wasn't built like that. We're going to have problems with you, Cody. You a little slow. The helicopter's Kate's edition. Oh, Kate's so cool and hot. Oh, you little horn dog, Cody. Yep, it takes real talent to crash into the only house in the middle of a desert. I was trying to... You know what? Fine. I'm talented. Well, isn't that a fun little bonding moment between all of us? Alright, kid, now I'm going to need you to go climb down a chimney for me. Weird how the moon moves like that. How do I drag Cody into this position? It seems like he didn't come up on the roof with me. And I don't think I found anything that could reach down. I don't see how that would work either. Maybe it was something that you could plug the male end of the outlet into. and then you would pull it back up. I don't know, man. I was just trying. Don't make me feel like a dick. I have essentially no reason to think anything will have changed here, but I think I need to follow up. Well, the bodies are gone, so that's a little intense. So, what do you think? It's a road? Yeah. Want me to, I don't know, review the quality of the asphalt? Why are you like this? I don't like stupid questions. I was just trying to start a conversation. Yeah, okay, try harder next time, David. It was a weak attempt. Yeah, call him out on that shit. We're not going to get anywhere with idle chit-chat. Do you like it here? What a weird way to phrase it to this bloody roadside. You mean here? On this road? No, I don't like it here. It's windy and there's nothing but sand all around. You deserve these sorts of responses, David, for being dumb as hell. As far as I've observed, at the very least. I think we've picked this area clean, then. Tire tracks. These tracks weren't here yesterday. The road ahead is blocked. Maybe someone was trying to get around the crash site? That's possible, I guess. Let's follow the tracks and see where they lead us. That's my life motto. Can we do it in the car? We can. Presumably that'll save time. I clicked it accidentally. To an RV, 2 minutes. Shit, I'm sorry I brought the kid here. Looks like their trip didn't end well. Don't pull a CSI Miami moment, David. He didn't pull a pun, but like, it didn't need to be said. I wonder what happened. My guess is their car broke down. RVs are not the best suited for off-road travel, you know. They set a camp and then the Locust swarm got them. I gotta make sure the kid's not traumatized, but it's probably a little late for that. It's probably been months of trauma. I wonder where those people were going. Like, there's nothing here. And any ideas why they were here? Maybe they wanted to hide a treasure? Hey, do you think there's a treasure here or something? Yes, absolutely. 100%. Let's spend all remaining like 10 hours digging. Maybe let's dig. Maybe let's not. Psst, David. Distractor, I'm gonna go dig. I hear you, kid. Oh, no, abort. Run away. It was a good idea, though, kid. If we find the opportunity, we'll for sure go digging. So, what do you think? Like I said, they must have gone off-road to get past the roadblock, and their suspension didn't survive that. Or they were going to the treasure. It's equally likely, Kate. Consequently, neither did they. Short and to the point, hey? Well, let's go digging through corpses again. He doesn't have anything interesting. Gave up awful quick. Not much I can do for the poor fella. What about body number 2? He's dead. No valuable belongings. Oh, an electrical socket. The socket won't solve any of my problems without anything to plug in. Fuel. I could pour fuel through that. Would there be any reason? Oh, it has a hook, so you could maybe tow things. The hook is attached to the RV with big bolts. So there's a possibility we could fuel this thing up and tow something. Do you want to inspect the RV's engine? This will take some time. Cody's not going to help at all. Kate helps a tiny bit. It goes down to 4 minutes. Honestly, that's nothing. The engine seems fine, but the suspension is busted. The RV's not going to go anywhere, and I don't think there's anything I can do to fix it. Also, the internal battery for appliances seems to be working, but I don't know how much juice it has left. The battery is charged when the engine is running. Shit, so I would have to put gas in it, and then worry about that, and blah, blah, blah. There's like multiple steps to all of this process that I don't exactly know yet what it would be used for. A big blanket. That'll keep people warm at the very, very least. Just climbing right in. Something's wrong. It won't start, but the engine is fine. Fuel, perhaps? Yeah, that tends to make a difference. Jackets? A couple of warm jackets, maybe? I have a warm coat that could be useful during the night freeze. Only one, though. Not something I'm planning to share. I also just realized, does no one else have a backpack? How have you guys been getting through the apocalypse without a backpack? First aid kit, that's pretty good. 2 bottles of water. Make sure we pack up on that. I swear there was something in the first part that was like the pesticides work better with water. I can't remember. There was some reason that water seemed like it would be useful. Water does not seem like it would be useful in any sort of like flash freezing situation. What do you want to tell me about the RV? It's cool. Can we take it? We could travel the world. I think it's broken. Well, there aren't too many nice things to see anyway, so it's okay. Yeah, the kid's a realist. What's your assessment? It must have been fun riding through Wastelands with this thing. Well, its end certainly didn't look like fun. Every road ends somewhere, Kate. My road ain't ending in the dust of a wasteland thanks to a broken car. Maybe sometimes it's not about where it ends, but rather how it goes? Nah, only losers say that. Don't say that. Well, she's really keeping us in line here. Keeping us straight as an arrow. Looks like kind of a little vacation palm tree ornament type deal. Cody, get out of the way of the bathroom. I'd like to blast a Duke while we're out here, maybe. Pile of rocks. Rock formation is full of cracks and holes, but it looks really sturdy and stable. Can you pry that shit open? Or hook it and pull it apart? Because that's for sure where they would have hidden the treasure. Am I right? A too warm jacket. A bit small, but thick and warm. Smells a bit old, but it's thick and warm. This one looks a little bit more like a lady's jacket. Take this coat. You shouldn't have. Wear it when it gets really cold. And it's a little small, so here, you go ahead. Take this coat. It's too big for me. I know, but you'll have to wear it when it gets really cold. You're good with kids, David. I don't know, am I? I'm not a kid. Yeah, it turns out we're both bad with kids. Gave them both a coat. He's small, so he might need it more than anyone else. And I have my big, sweet duster, I guess. A cave. What the shit? I didn't notice that at first. It's at least 7 feet deep. I don't really want to jump in there. We have the extension cable is the closest thing we have to being able to, like, rappel into that. I don't see that as being really an option for us. Ooh, all this traveling is where things are going to get a little messed up, isn't it? This is where I'm going to have to be like extra mindful of wasting time through those sorts of activities. Remote starter for this guy. Remote Sonic 2. Can I not use this here? I'm uncertain why I can't use that specifically there. Can I use it like literally right here? Because that would be most useful. Shit. Maybe we're just not meant to be able to do this today like I thought. Doesn't seem to matter where I put this. That's not helping. It's such a waste of time to come back here probably. Ooh, back of the house. Don't go near the house. I can't even go to the back. Shit. It won't fit. Presumably not. I thought it might be worth a try. You're not going to crowbar it or anything. Shit. He said he couldn't, so I kind of figured not, but I was curious. We got nothing else to discuss. And Don't Escape 2. You have to find a camera and then take a picture of like a piece of graffiti that proves to the priest that his family like survived longer than he thought they did, even if they didn't actually survive. It was something like that. And that gave him like all this additional hope. I'm kind of thinking there'll be something like that, like if I can find a picture, but I'm not sure what else I would need to show him to give him hope beyond that. Down to 50%, 40% with the truck fuels. That's not going to last a hell of a lot longer. And here I am running around just kind of like spending fuel on all sorts of random shit, not my truck. So that's all good. So now what if I fire this guy up? Will that be worth it at all? I've started the RV's engine. Cool. What about the first aid kit? What did we do with that? Oh, did I open it but not actually take anything from it? Because that was not my intention. There was a bandage in the first aid kit. There's something more here. There was a thermal blanket in the first aid kit. That'll be useful. There's nothing else. Previous owners must have used it all. The thermal blanket will be pretty huge, I think. So I'm down for that. Oh, the hook is attached with big bolts. That's not gonna work. You can't wrench it apart. I thought maybe that would be like the big play here. Well, shit. You can't just like hammer it to bits or anything. What was the purpose of starting it then? I must have to use it to charge something. Like I can bring something here and plug it specifically into that outlet. I just don't know what. The engine's already running, but the RV is too damaged to move. I guess it's staying here. And I guess it's not going to run out of fuel. That's not something I specifically have to worry about right now. There wasn't tracks in another direction or anything from here, was there? No, not really. Oh shit, do you know what? I have all these broken ass planks. I can probably put them in the chimney. But I wonder, I probably can't light the chimney. Or light the fireplace without clearing the chimney. I just don't know how I would do that still. I'm basically going to need new fuel again no matter what. Whether or not I put it in the gas heater or in the truck. I should probably like do both. The flag's rope is stuck. It's held by a metal clamp. I have to release it first. I didn't even see the rope thing before. I just tried to use the crank and that wasn't an available option. Well, what could you possibly use to get that free from there? Cut it? You could cut it free? I don't want to cut it. What if I need it for later? Rope is usually useful as rope, you know? It's kind of stupid to continue to want to use it as a flag, I guess, unless we want to try and like alert someone. But no one has seemed particularly concerned with that up until this point. I've already talked to these two about this area. What do you think of this place, Cody? When I saw it from a distance, I thought they'd have hamburgers. I like hamburgers. You don't look like you've had many, all skin and bones. I didn't find any hamburgers here, obviously. You kind of know the rest. I was just hoping someone would have a suggestion, because I don't see anything else that I could possibly do in this room. The lights are not blinking anymore. I think it stopped working. I don't need it anyways. Shit. Well, it seems like it would have been real damn useful right there. Oh, I need the thermal thing to make the room cold. Shit. I guess I have to run back to the truck. But at least I don't have to waste 25 minutes going to the ruined house again. God, even just getting to the bridge is an annoyingly long stretch of time. I think there's enough fuel in the truck to bounce us around a little bit more. And while I'm here this particular time, I'll put fuel inside of the gas heater. And then I'll move on from that. At least I know I will have taken care of that. I'm putting away this sonic thing that isn't going to help me at this stage. Fill her up. The heater uses a propane tank, not liquid fuel. Well, shit. So you lived in an orphanage? Yep. Was it nice there? Not really. It was scary and dark. What? And spooky. If it wasn't for my plush tiger. I wonder where he is now. Just a little side conversation that I let play out. That's kind of neat. Learn little things about the characters along the way. Well, I could hook up the heater to the RV. No, that wouldn't make sense. Ooh, I do have an extension cord. It says it was a propane heater. Or a gas heater. Yeah, it's not going to work. But we can probably use that on the RV. That's like my best guess of where that's going to be useful. Kate, how did the moon explode? Bad people did it. By accident, but still. How can you break the entire moon by accident? What were they doing there? I don't know. This is the same outpost you want to go to, isn't it? Word is they were mining. God knows what they found there. Why would you care so much about going to an outpost of a place that you think destroyed the moon? Monsters? Maybe. Oh, you were supposed to say monsters aren't real! You're freaking the kid out. They are very real. David, Kate is being scary again. Oh, shucks, Kate. Give the kid a little bit of a break, will ya? He's had enough for one day. I have like 7.5 hours left. There's been a lot of bouncing around. Tile on the floor. And we give her a whack. Use hammer. After I dented the tile, it hissed and became really cold. I think this thing really absorbs heat. Damn it. The surface is so cold, it seems like it's really absorbing the heat. I never knew this technology even existed. Shit. Can I not throw it at these guys or something? Damn it. Oh, really? Shit, that seemed like a good idea. I don't really know what to do with that now. I was so confident in that being the solution. It's just going to keep getting later and later in the day, and it's probably going to keep getting colder and snowier and worse. Man, do you want a blanket? I'm just trying to comfort him in some way. Can I bind him? What could I possibly give this guy to give him, like, faith in humanity? That's not really... doesn't really seem like a real option. By the way, this key doesn't work in there. I tried that already, but I don't know if I drew attention to it. By clicking in the right places, I've snuck so much closer. Kate, why are you so serious and scary? So kids won't ask me stupid questions. Does it really work? Apparently not. Doesn't seem to. Shit. David, why don't we just kick his sorry butt? Not exactly my style. But maybe if we just keep trying over and over again, he'll cave? Kate, what do you think? You want me to be honest? Wait, no. Forget I asked. No, I legitimately could use some honesty right now, because I don't know what to do about this guy. Cody, you want to take one for the team and go talk to Barry there? Try and talk him out of this? A rather skinny boy around 10 years old. Catherine, Kate for short. I just realized that you can right-click on the characters. This middle-aged, bald man with dark skin has suffered a great loss. Son of a bitch. Oh, there's a path? Wait. That's just the normal way out of here. Oh, okay. It seemed like it was something new and crazy for a minute. Extension cord? Alright. He's on board with that. So that is something. Now what are you going to do with it? Where should I take the end of the extension cord? To the cave? To, on the body. Jesus, why would that be an option? On the cave? It's at least 7 feet deep. I don't really want to jump in there. Shit. Alright. On the hook? I can't do that. Why is the body an option, man? It wouldn't work. Take it inside? I could try and start a fire here, but that's apparently not going to work either. Oh shit, what if I just stuck this into the fuel intake? That wouldn't work. It seemed like a fun way to blow some things up, though, possibly. Don't really know why we would want to do that, but that's the kind of ideas I'm coming up with at this point. There's no, like, propane to be taken from here. That seemed like it would have made sense. I guess also from the gas station would make sense, but I just haven't come across that. Trying to interact with this, it just lets me know there's no point, don't worry about it. There's no kindling in the fire. There's no way I can start a fire without something small that can easily be set on fire. I have the post-it note. I have the money. That makes a lot more sense. I wouldn't want to burn the post-it note just in case that comes back up again. I feel like I'm past that part of the game, but maybe not. I'm going to try and make... there's already fuel in the fireplace. Instead of burning everything at once, I should put the fuel in the kindling box by the fireplace to save it for later. Now there is some good thinking. Okay, we can do that with all of them. Let's throw some cash in there. Put a wad of cash into the fireplace. And now is it going to warn me about the fact that the shit is still... Yeah, put that out. Cough, cough, I think... I guess I can actually cough. The chimney might be clogged. I'll put it out for now. I don't want to choke to death on all that smoke. Glad the game makes those decisions for me when that is the case, rather than having to, you know, risk trial and error and dying from choking ourselves out with smoke. All my shitty kindling is in the kindling box now. Paper? I didn't think I realized there was all this paper on there. There was a paper clip holding several sheets of paper together. The documents themselves don't hold any useful information, just some invoices and shit like that. Other things that could be burnt. Maybe I shouldn't have burnt the cash, but at the time I didn't realize that these were there. Financial documents, invoices, and bills, mostly for farming equipment. And a paper clip. It looks really useful. I'm sure it would be helpful if I was writing a letter. Put the papers in the kindling basket just in case. There, that's something at least. Oh, can I just use the pipe? Or this? They're kind of long. Are they long enough to reach the shit in the chimney? I don't know. Not the pipe. Not that thing. Well, damn it. Can you duct tape them together? Just trying to make a real big long thing to poke things with. Started the oven to generate some heat. That's one thing we can do, I suppose. It's not gonna do a ton, but I'm pretty sure like every little thing is gonna count. I'll close the door just to hold in the heat just in case that is being tracked while I'm away. And also hopefully I don't burn down the house while I'm away, because this seems like the sort of game where something like that might actually happen. I'm whacking a second one of these. I put the third one away. I just want to see if activating two of them, because they're not on a timer or anything like that. It's not visibly showing anything in the room like leaving because of that. So it makes me think it definitely did nothing. We have to get into that house. We have to just distract Barry or something, because it's come down to like it needs to be that in some way. Barry's an option. I did the thing where it's like, tell me what you think about the location, but I never did that. God damn it. Hey, could you distract our friend here for a moment somehow? I don't know how to distract him. Oh, I do know. Could you do it without a gun? All right, Mr. Boring. Well, over here we got Bory, and I'm Mr. Boring. So we got quite the boring crew going on, don't we? Hey, I probably shouldn't stick around to see what she says. Shit, man. I'm sorry. All phone lines have been dead for quite a while now. Maybe there's some memorabilia, a small locket on her neck. That seems like similar to giving the photo to the priest. This will probably be what's needed, right? Barry, I'm sorry. If you're reading this, it probably means I didn't make it. Please don't let it be your demise. Remember me and live a good life. And when the time comes, I know you'll make the right decision. Yours, Maggie. Barry, we have you, your motivation. A book titled The Mysticism of Dreams. Recurring nightmares are often considered to be something more than just a dream. There are more than several documented cases of nightmares actually coming true, which suggests they could be treated as sort of warnings. A prophetic dream doesn't have to perfectly come to fruition. More often than not, the dream is a metaphor, a projection of the unconscious mind that has come in contact with information about events that are yet to happen. How is it possible, one may ask? This question remains unanswered. We live in a world ruled by science and dominated by technology, yet there are some mystical things lying underneath the veil of reality that control our lives to a degree much higher than you, dear reader, could ever imagine. Whatever the case may be, remember that dreams are more than they seem. Just like not understanding physics doesn't make it less real, the fact we don't fully comprehend dreams doesn't render them irrelevant. Yeah, okay, you're kind of convincing a bunch of people who are already on board with the idea. The other part of the house is collapsed, nothing but a pile of rubble left. A lighthouse by the seashore. The sky is dark and the sea seems deep and cold as the foamy waves wash the sand around the unlit lighthouse. For some reason, this painting makes me feel uneasy. I wonder, either that was like originally going to be a location of one of these games, or possibly it was a part of, it might be part of like Scriptwelder's Don't Sleep series or something. I know he had another series. Bedsheet, blanket, kind of load up on as much heat-related things as possible. A bunch of coats. I'm actually running out of slots to carry things rather than the ability to carry them. Electric heater. Shit, backpack's full. I have to set something down. I really don't want to have to do that. Back door. Propane tank. Obviously going to be useful. And a short hose. Can we take both? First, I have to disconnect the hose from the tank. The ends are tightly secured with some lug nuts. I need to disconnect them first. I can make it to the truck, and I can load everything into the truck. Well, I've got to go for now. This is so long, buddy. Seems like that was a little bit of an awkward separation of the conversation there. Buddy, you got to pick yourself back up. This belongs to your wife. You should look inside. And where did you get it? There's a note inside. I thought, where did you get it? Listen, there is a note inside. I think you should read what it says. Did you sneak into my house and touch my wife? Stop it! Did you? Barry, wait, stop it. So you go through her stuff like a scavenger? You're so dead. And I'll shoot you. Please stop shouting. No, wait, Barry, just read the goddamn note. Do it, please. Just read the note. My sweet girl. My honey. Why you? I'm sorry for taking that, but I thought you should have it. No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have gotten mad like that. If it wasn't for you, I probably would have never seen my wife's final words. It's her handwriting for sure, but when did she write it? How did she know? Sometimes people can sense things before they happen. Right, David? It's almost like I've read a goodbye letter. A letter that you've delivered. Thank you. Your wife deserves a proper burial. I can't look at her like this. Lifeless, cold. I'll bury her. What, David, are you serious? We don't have time. This man has just lost everything. Show him some respect. I'm not going to ask you for your help with this. Just don't try to stop me. I'll help. I just hope we don't waste too much time. Do you have a shovel, Barry? Yes, I have one right here. There. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. Oh, I gave him the locket, so I have space for that now at least. I think we better go out back and take care of it there. Seems like there's a nice spot for it right around here. That's not what I've intended. How about we dig it? Usually it requires maintaining contact with the shovel. Cody's going to help a little bit too. Yes. We can make one 45 minutes. I mean, we do not have a ton of time to spare, but it kind of seems like it has to happen, and it kind of looks like you guys didn't do anything. You didn't even help me out of there. So, sweet. Thanks for that. Man, I'm running crazy low on time. Oh, man. Cody. I'm sorry, buddy. I should find something to cover her body with. The sheet is not going to be anywhere near as warm as the blankets or anything, so covered the body with the bed sheet. Kate, could you help me move Barry's wife? Let's take her outside. Shit, I'm gonna use up so much time, but this feels like at least that didn't use up time. I should get Barry to come here before I bury her. Okay, man, are you ready for your final words? I thought maybe it would be better if she was in the ground first, but like, you don't really want to ask too late. Don't want to ask too early either. It's a messy situation. You should come say goodbye. It's time. Thank you. She deserved at least that. Of course she did. Come on, Barry. Let's go. Where? We've got a plan. Sort of. The first part of this plan is to survive tonight. Alright. I'll do it for her. Hey, mister? Yes? I'm Cody. Hello, Cody. I'm Barry. Do you want some food from a can? I left some for later, but I can share. That's sweet of you, but I'm not hungry right now. Eating makes me happy, and I thought it would make you happy. See your son, David? No, we found him out back. I'll tell you all the details later. Cody, you're a good kid. I think I'll eat that food now. You go for it. Come on, David. Lead the way. We helped a man named Barry to bury his deceased wife. He decided to follow us. I think you should probably also take one of these. Not really my color, but it's thick and warm. It's a bit large, but it's thick and warm. You better take it, Barry. Take the coat. Okay, it's getting rather chilly already. Yeah, and it's only going to get worse. Thanks. I kind of hope the characters put them on when it becomes relevant. Can I give one to myself? Maybe just hanging on to it is using it myself, because otherwise I don't really know what to do with that. Hey, giving away some coats just freed up some space for things. First I have to disconnect it. Right. Not a problem. So I have the hose and that. What could I leave behind in order to take the heater with me right now, so I don't have to come back here, like, ever, ideally? The paperclip seems so stupid, but it's going to come up at some point, right? I'm too scared of it becoming important down the line. Maybe I'm being super silly, but I'm going to load a bunch of stuff specifically into the truck. Just get them out of the way, free up a bit of space. I know that I'll have them when I need them. Do you know what? Before I leave here, I'm going to make a bit of a journey out of this. I'm filling up the tank of this car. I'm going to go fill up the fuel one more time, just so we know we have it. I guess I can start talking to Barry and stuff about the different areas, but I'm not going to waste a ton of time doing all that. About this place, what do you think of it? I used to fuel my car here often. They had good prices, but the fuel quality was terrible. I don't think it has changed much since then. Not that we can be fussy about it. Sure, it's a miracle this fuel's still even here. It's getting cold. Indeed, it's a bit chilly. We're going to need all the warmth we can get. If you intend to keep a fire lit in the fireplace or something like that, make sure you gather some reserve fuel. And maybe some extra kindling with those freezing cold winds. You never know. It's good advice, thanks. How are you holding up, Barry? Better. Given that I was willing to freeze to death, I'd say I got much better. That's thanks to you. We didn't do anything. Oh, come on. I know I was a mess. I hate being helpless. Yet there I was, unable to even bury my own dead wife. Admission is the first step to recovery. Actually, denial was, in my case. The moon. There's a lot. Our car uses so much fuel, I don't think it's normal. There might be a number of reasons for that. From fuel injectors to incorrect tire pressure, there might even be something wrong with the engine. Do you think you could take a look? Sure. Why don't you drive us to my house? I have some tools in my garage. We can go to your house. I can't drive to it, though. About Kate, what do you think? I'm not sure. She seems to be hiding something. You realize I'm literally next to you, right? Bad call, Barry. Poor Judge. Poor boy. All alone in this world. From what I understand, he's an orphan. It's a miracle he has survived this long. Without his parents, alone in this messed up world, life wasn't easy on him. I hope things will change now. You keep that boy safe, David. Well, you're kind of in it now too, aren't you? Yes, the moon's getting bigger. I reckon our days are numbered. They are indeed, but I'm not giving up that easily. Good for you. And one last thing, by the way, spaceship? Spaceship. Yeah, I know it sounds crazy, but look around. The whole world is crazy. It's Kate's plan, isn't it? Yes. What do you think about it? I'm not sure. It's a long shot, but there's no other hope. You've got nothing to lose, right? Well, okay, I have to go back to his house anyways. But do you want to go grab some of those tools you were talking about? Maybe? So, that was your home, huh? Yeah, I lived here with Maggie for almost 10 years. 10 years in a place like this? Wow. Kate. Hey, it used to be a nice place, really. Before it partly collapsed, at least. Maybe it wasn't much even back then, but for us, it was everything. Our little place on Earth. How about them tools you were talking about? I have to bring the car here somehow? I have no idea how I'm going to do that. That's maybe going to be like a down-the-line sort of thing. Something rustles inside this heater, like a bunch of loose screws or something. I think it's broken. Well, how about just screwdriving it? As you thought, the inside of the heater has some loose wires and screws. Getting this thing to work won't be easy. You can do it in an hour. seems like the sort of thing we can worry about at home. We gotta, like, finish up some shit before we do anything like that, okay? Okay. This is, like, the next main thing. What in the hell can we do about this? Barry, come on, man. You gotta come through with me with some sort of solution, because I got nothing. You know, in all those years living just a bit down the road, I never visited this place. Any particular reason? Maggie. My wife was a great cook. You should have tasted her steak. Her grilled chicken with pasta. She was... Anyway, I never ate here, but looking at this place from up close, I don't think I missed much. Well, I really appreciate the story, dude, but I could really do with a bit of help over here. I don't have anything with a round interface that I know of. I have no idea how I can get this stupid ass rope. You ready to see the place? Got any strong opinions about it? I didn't mean to do that. I just want to see what Barry has to say about my sick pad. What can I say? It's okay. It's bigger than my house used to be. I think it was a nice place before the world ended. It's still a good shelter. Shelter, yes. Home? No. Used to be a home to some people. It's now like an empty shell of a turtle that once lived. Oh, Barry, I didn't know you were so poetic. Heater? Is this a good place for it? I don't want to plug it in. It's clearly in bad condition. Right. I don't want to get electrocuted. I should find a way to open it up and see if it works. So, this is the place you stayed at. Yep. It's big. Looks solid. Despite Kate's best attempts, it still stands. And I think it could provide us with the protection we need, at least until we figure out what to do next. I knew the people who lived here. Really? I'll tell you about them if you want. Yeah, might provide a tiny bit of insight, honestly. You said you knew the people who lived here? We weren't really close, but we spoke on occasion. What happened to them? I always wondered. The house was locked and I didn't find any bodies, so I guess the set of keys I found must have been spares. They left. The military was still trying to evacuate civilians from endangered areas until they realized there was no safe areas left. Didn't you want to go with them? We refused. Maggie wanted to stay. Now I wonder, what if? Then again, I have no idea what happened to the ones who left. I hope they're all right, but I doubt they are. I have a small theory, guys. I'm gonna start collecting some of these nails, tear this stuff apart. We got a bunch of people helping out, so we should be able to rip it all apart quite easily. Ooh, it's getting dark, though. The barricade was not salvageable. I didn't really expect as much. Can you pin up a blanket? I mean, this seems ridiculous, but I have no other way to cover the windows, and I think I have 3 blankets. Do you want to use a hammer to attach the blanket to the window frame? Because the window frame is rather worn out by now, it's going to take a bit more time. Fuck. Oh, you can get it down to 23 minutes. Good. Not great, honestly. And, like, we're going to want to patch up these windows, too, so I'm going to have to go through all of that again. This is getting kind of worrisome. The main thing that I never figured out is the chimney. The rock is the most circular thing I have, I'm pretty sure. The pipe? Maybe? I'm really feeling like I don't have the time to go back and experiment with that. Nail up one more thing. I could have sworn I had one more blanket. Am I crazy? It's too small to cover it. I need something bigger. Why did I think I had 3 blankets? Oh, because I do. I have a thermal blanket. I don't know if that's really as good. It still counts, apparently. Yikes. We're down to 1 hour and 40 minutes. It's gone into the yellow, so I don't know if I still would get, like, any finished early bonuses or anything like I did last time. This is my last goddamn attempt to try and figure out this stupid flag. Pipe. Oh, it fits perfectly in the opening. How did I never think to do that? Let it down. Give me the rope. Give me the rope. And the flag. Didn't really need all that. Oh, that probably would have been better than the thermal blanket. I could have used the thermal blanket, like, on myself or on the kid or something, right? Shit, it said it was going to take, like, an hour to repair. How long was it going to take to repair that stupid thing? Even with everyone's help, an hour. Far out. I don't have time. I'm not going to have time. Shit. God, I wasted a lot of time running back and forth between a bunch of places that didn't need it. Like, ugh, that's so disappointing. Okay. I don't remotely know what I can do with this stupid ass. I want the hook, but I don't know what tying a rope is going to do to it. But I want it because I feel like that's how I'm going to open up the vent. I don't think the rope is long enough to reach the cave from here because that's what you're trying to do, right? Oh, there's got to be another way. That's not really what I was thinking. I just want the actual hook. Oh, I never used the wrench on the hook before. I accidentally kept using it on the RV. Son of a bee sting. Well, at least I can make the rope hook thing. This isn't gonna be perfect. I don't think I'm gonna get a good old perfect like I did last time. But I'm gonna be in decent shape. Decent shape. Better close up, because that's a good way to waste a lot of efforts. I'm gonna lock it even, just in case this cold knows how to use doors. I don't know, man. I don't want to risk that. I really hope fishing around in here doesn't use up time. Nice. Oh, what the hell? Oh, dead bird? Why? And why am I taking it? Who the hell knows? Mummified carcass of a bird. I don't see a reason to carry this around. Well, I do. You just don't need to know yet. Need to know basis. Nice. That worked well. Do I cover the hatch? There's no point in covering this hatch. I could just close it, but there's an entire wall missing in the other room. I'd better cover the other hatch that leads to the house's upper floor. I kind of wondered if that was going to be the case. So there we go. We have the way to cover one more thing. Well, a ladder leading to the ceiling hatch. Well, duh, obviously you should climb it first, but I was kind of wondering how you were going to... We're not staying up here, dude. What is your plan? We're not going to climb out here, are we? Soon after my wife died, I heard your helicopter. I walked outside just in time to see you fly over the house. I wasn't sure if the place was abandoned or not. Why didn't you land there if you were low on fuel? I wasn't trying to touch down this baby since I'd flown past the city. It was not particularly operative. Are those bullet holes? Oh shit, I hadn't noticed. It's a long story. Nice observations, Barry. I guess he's got nothing more to say about it. Well, now can you guys climb down without disturbing this? Is it still covered? Okay, I can go up and down and it stays covered, so that's fine. I mean, it's not hyper secure or anything, but that's a lot better. Light the fire. Might as well get that baby roaring. We're not going to do anything with the gas here. No, wait. No, that's fine. I can hook up the propane. I just don't know if this room makes sense to do it in. Do we just make this room so, like, unbelievably, unbearably hot? Oh, do I not actually need the hose? Can I put the hose into the car? That seems silly. I didn't think that through very well before I suggested it, but maybe. Kid, do you want 2 jackets? I don't know. Take the coat, but you already gave me one. Oh, right, I did. Sorry. Okay, everyone has one then. And don't worry about it. That one's just for you. 43 minutes. Yeah, we don't have time to fix that. You know, there's already a fire in here. The oven by itself feels kind of stupid. I don't know if I should be putting it upstairs, maybe? There's no heat source upstairs. That is one thing. That's the only reason I can think that maybe putting it up here would have some value. Let's spread things around in case everyone kind of chooses different places for the night. So I didn't get the electric heater. That's one thing I never truly solved. I think everything else is as good as it's going to get. You think you're ready? Yeah, take the coat for the night. Perfect. There we go. It was cold already during the day, but when the sun disappeared behind the horizon, the temperature dropped even lower. It got so cold that everything in the area was alive and hadn't found a shelter was frozen almost instantly. If it was that cold, I don't really think that putting blankets and flags over things were going to make too big of a difference. I don't know a lot about insulation, but that doesn't seem very good. I need to get it lower than this, because for the Locust thing, it was down here somewhere. So this has to be lowered more than that to survive the night. You found shelter in a house, hoping it would save you from the wave of cold death. The front door was closed. This weakened the wave of cold by 2%. That's so useless. The back door was closed, and it weakened it by 2%. The window on the ground was covered with a thick blanket. The blanket was nailed to the frame. As a result, 4%. Upper floor, nailed. As a result, 4%. The window in the bathroom was covered with a silver thermal blanket. The thermal blanket was nailed to the frame, 4%. I thought maybe that one would be better. You put a restaurant flag in the opening of the ceiling. With a large hole in the attic, the hatch was an important airflow route. It stopped 6% of the initial cold wave. Okay, so that's all the initial stuff. Now all the heating that I have is what's really going to save me. And the kindling and everything like that. The additional, all of that. The fire was burning the fireplace. It was generating a lot of heat, countering 30% of the initial cold. During the night, a sudden strong gust and wind almost put the fire out. You had spare kindling to help you make it bigger. As a result, you lose some of the heat, 3% of the initial cold to be precise. There was some additional fuel in the fireplace in the basket. The fire went out somewhere 1 hour before dawn. The air began to cool again, and 3% of the initial cold wave returned in form of a chilly wind from the outside. Shit. Did I not set that up in a way? Did I forget to put the lighter in the basket or something? Like, I know I did, but would that have helped? I wonder if I could have made that better in some way. Maybe you were always going to gain a lot of ground and lose a little. You turned the oven on in the kitchen, hoping it would heat the air around it. Too bad you were staying in the other room, making it less effective. It disperses a little bit, about 7%. That's pretty good. Portable gas heater was placed in one of the rooms. It was not the room you were staying in. Shit. The warmth was 12%. That's better than I thought. You gave Kate a warm coat. With it, it helped her manage to overcome the cold weather unharmed. Barry got a coat. Cody got a coat. You wore a coat. Wearing this coat shielded you from 10% of the initial cold. Oh, shit. Did I not put enough things in our exact room and not without that specific space heater? You gradually shut down bit by bit, eventually unable to feel anything. Before doing so, the pain of your limbs turning to blocks of ice was almost unbearable. That was a painful death, just like in your nightmare. Maybe there was something that could have been done to prevent it. Fuck. Okay. So, I should save more often, is one thing. The other thing is just don't get yourself stuck in a situation where it's going to come down to these tiny little last minute decisions. I don't know what to do about the gust of wind that put out the fireplace. I put a bunch of charcoal into the kindling basket. Maybe I put some fuel in there. Okay, seemed a little silly. I thought I would try. Maybe I explode this instead. Empty bag. Throw it in there. Do you know what? Fine. Throw the empty bag in the kindling thing then. All of it goes in there. That's as much kindling as I could possibly ever hope to have. grab yourself your warm coat. These first bits are going to be the same, so the doors, the windows, all do their thing. Restaurant flag was great. This one's going to be important. It was generating a lot, 30%, strong gust, almost put the fire out. You had a lot of spare kindling for such an occasion to relight the fire or make the flame bigger. You didn't lose any heat. The basket by the fireplace was full of fuel to burn. It kept the fire going till dawn. So there, putting all that extra stuff in there was really good. You turned on the oven. It was in the other room, still 7%, portable gas heater, but you put it correctly in the right room, 24%. And you gave everyone coats, allowing them to kind of see things through. It was cold, really cold, but it wasn't deadly. You were well prepared. The one thing I could have done better would have been that space heater. That would have done the last 7% because it would have been in the same room as the oven, having that partial effectiveness. You survived to see another day. Yeah, barely. I mean, after a wee little bit of fudging things, I would say. And there we have it. I'm going to save, and in the future, I'm going to save a lot more often. Anytime I know that I have made a series of good decisions, but I want to play out my initial attempt without loading ever. Those bad decisions of traveling and stuff, I want to have to deal with that and face the repercussions of it, So this is kind of how I'm planning to play this out in the future. And then, when it comes down to it, if I lose in the final moments, I can always reload. So there you have it, guys. Day 2 of Don't Escape 4 Days in a Wasteland. Took me 40 minutes longer than day 1 did. But I was kind of struggling. There was a few key things I couldn't figure out right away. So we'll see how the rest goes. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you again soon.